Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. As the recording of this is Thursday, March 16th, 2023, standing here in Market Square. The Celebration Fountain, Celebration, Florida. Main Street right here, also known as Market Street. This fountain reminds me of another place I used to live for many years, near the Orange Circle in California, which a couple days ago, someone drove through and destroyed half of it, which is, you know, kind of sad. But hopefully it gets repaired. This one has not been driven through the middle of it. This one's still standing strong at the moment. Today I will be going over to Magic Kingdom. I have a reservation for Epcot. I'm gonna park hop to Magic Kingdom. Did I say Magic Kingdom first? I'll be going to Walt Disney World wearing an appropriate t-shirt. Spring break is upon us, so the crowds are gonna be pretty intense. I'm probably not gonna go on any rides. I just feel like doing a little park hopping today. There's a squirrel right there. There's been some announcements made about Epcot that will be coming up later in the year. Disneyland has started hosting the 100th anniversary. There's another squirrel right there of the Walt Disney Corporation. But now that is going to be making its way to the East Coast. And Epcot will be the place that will be happening. So that's a whole other subject. I'm inviting you to join me for some park hopping. Feels great out here. Shall you? Getting a little later start today than normal. I'm pretty much an early bird in a lot of ways. Oh, that just moved. It is 10 minutes till 11 a.m. All right, I'm heading out. It just moved. It just moved like 10 seconds ago. Yesterday I renewed my gym membership. Spent a little time on the treadmill, kind of late in the evening. Probably around 8 or 9 o'clock last night, which is kind of late to get the old blood flowing. So I didn't go to sleep until post midnight. Also, what's going on up here? There's a guy up there doing some work. Oh. They follow me everywhere. There's a guy up there from the hanging up on the thing. They're doing some work on the little tower here. This tower always kind of reminds me of Blade Runner. I also think I'm a little jet lagged too, because my body really never knows what coast I'm on lately. Select grade. I don't think it really makes much of a difference. I mean, maybe it does, but I'm going with regular. $3.49 a gallon. Well, maybe not. There it goes, $3.49 a gallon. Self-pumping nozzle there. Fueling up here at one of my favorite gas stations, the Celebration Florida Art Deco 7-Eleven. I just love that this is my hometown gas station. It reminds me of Hollywood. Like that Hollywood architecture. And as is par for the course, I-4 westbound. Not going very smoothly at this hour. No, I do not get on I-4 westbound to go to Disney. I cross over the overpass. And I look at the Mickey Power Pole. Now, because of how busy it is during this time of year, everyone kind of out of school and off of work and things like that, doing family trips, I wasn't able to get any reservations to only 2 parks, Magic Kingdom and Epcot, so I chose Epcot. The other 2 were full. All right, scratch what I just said. What I meant to say was the only 2 parks that were available for pass holders today was Epcot and Animal Kingdom. Studios and Magic Kingdom were filled up, but I can park hop it too, so that's why I'm heading over to Epcot first. So it's gonna take me a little time to get used to the character names. Dory 401. Before all the parking areas used to have names like Imagine, Dream, you know, creative names that coincide with Epcot Center. Now, just characters. Still no trams yet here. And no announcement on when the trams will be returning here. Perfect timing. Monorail. Looks as if it's going to be very busy. The line for Spaceship Earth is like a 45-minute wait. And when Spaceship Earth at noon looks like this, you know it's going to be a busy day, for sure. Well, not quite noon, 11:42. Looks like Test Track is at 95 minutes. 85 minutes for Soarin'. Frozen is 75 minutes. And let's see what Ratatouille, sitting at a cool 165-minute standby. Oh yeah. There are a lot of big changes coming to this park this year. Probably later in the year, but you can see there's like the crane over there. They got the walls up. They got these trees, which I have not decided if these trees are going to be permanently here or if they're just here temporarily. Now over at the Connections Cafe, they have a Starbucks, which I usually am Team Joffrey's when I go to the parks, but I think I'm going to try out the Starbucks Connection Cafe line. I hardly ever wait in this line, even though it's very lengthy. I'm not going to get a latte or anything like that. I'm just going to get a straight up coffee, Pike Place, with maybe a little cream and sugar, and just see exactly how long it takes to get the coffee while waiting in this line. I'm here for it. I need some coffee. I got in line at 11:52 for coffee, and it is now 12:15. So if my math is correct, I think that would be 23 minutes, give or take. This is hot. Wait a second. Why does this say Peter?
Why does it say Peter?
Oh, you guys are hidden in the shadows. Come over here. Lurking in the shadows, Peter and Kitra, Ordinary Adventures, are here.
Hello.
Unplanned, saw you guys in line. We were going to meet up, but we didn't know we were going to meet up in line for Starbucks.
Perfect timing.
And Peter got my coffee. That's why it says Peter on there. And Kitra, you're a cold coffee gal.
Cold coffee, me and Provost.
You're like Team Provost.
Yeah.
He does not drink hot coffee.
Even when it's cold out, I will still get cold coffee.
All right, I'm a hot
I'll
coffee
try
guy.
it. I can't.
You've tried
I can't
cold
wait
coffee,
around.
though, right?
I've had cold coffee a few times in my
You just
lifetime.
don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more of a hot coffee guy. Where's your coffee?
I don't like coffee at all, so I'm like,
He's a Diet Coke kind of guy.
Oh, I think I'm gonna walk. Oh, a butterfly just went by. It looked like that butterfly got away from the butterfly garden. But I wanted to talk about Figment a little bit today because they announced that later in the summer, the Figment meet and greet will be happening over at Journey to Imagination, so I'm gonna walk over there. You're just turning into quite the flower connoisseur.
I am.
Could you answer something for me?
Sure.
Are those petunias?
Maybe.
Now what you're seeing in front of Spaceship Earth here has gone completely vertical a while back. There's going to be the new Communicore wing where they're going to be doing a lot of meet and greets over there. You excited about the Figment meet and greet?
Yes, so excited. I wish he was here already.
He might be. Maybe he's just waiting over there.
Yeah, maybe. Go check it out.
Speaking of waiting, you and I have been waiting on to get a view of the monorail for like the last 30 minutes. The Jammers were over there playing No Monorail. No Monorail's gone by in like a half hour.
What the heck?
What if Figment pulled around on the monorail the first time with his meet and greet?
Have they ever had a Figment monorail where they've like decked the monorail out?
I don't know the answer. I'm gonna say in my mind, yes.
I wish that they would bring back Dreamfinder.
Yeah.
It's like Figment, I mean his little Figment.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
His little Figment.
Yeah.
Don't say the P word.
Yeah.
Not above it.
Don't ruin the magic.
That's gonna be pretty dang exciting when the new Communicore wing pops up over there. Also exciting, look at these little baby ducks down here. There's a little baby duck there, a little baby duck there. I'm not even kidding. Peter walked right up to me and said, the monorail still has not arrived. And as soon as he said that, it's now pulling around the track. He's getting up behind. This is my.
Oh, I don't want
This is one of my favorite spots.
We did it.
This is a good, we did it, Kitra.
This is a good spot.
Yeah. It's a perfect angle. Maybe you trying to do the honk?
Yeah, I didn't see me.
Ah. But here's what I want to know. What do you think the Figment meet and greet is going to be like? So it's not going to be like the old Dreamfinder holding Figment. I don't think it's going to be like the big, tall, 7-foot Figment.
Why don't you think it's going to be a big tall?
Here's how I think it's going to be. You know how you meet BB-8?
So it's like an animatronic?
I don't know.
Or like a puppet? That would be cool.
You know how BB-8 rolls back and forth, is automated? I'm thinking maybe that will be it. I have no insight
So
into
do you think it's going to be small? Or medium?
Yes.
Oh, remember we saw that walk around Groot, baby Groot, that like they were testing? Maybe it would be like that where he actually walks around.
Oh, okay. I didn't even think of that.
We're also getting the 100th anniversary kicking off here at Epcot. After the 50th at Disney World on March 31st, soon after, I was wondering why they didn't bring the 100th here and only Disneyland. It's because the 50th is here until March 31st.
It's so weird, all the cast members here are still wearing the 50th name tag. So I keep on looking at my favorite thing at Disneyland to see who their favorite character is. They have the 100th name tag.
Cool story.
All right. Hey, it looks like Winnie the Pooh is out over there catching butterflies near the butterfly tent. Also, just above where the secret bathrooms are over here that play the original 80s Epcot loop and attraction music, which is just kind of over there. Above it is one of the pyramids. On the other side of this pyramid, the first pyramid has been converted to a DVC lounge. We're going to pop up there for just a moment. And with the jumping water, put our name in for the DVC lounge as well. They're going to alert us as soon as it's ready. But one of the good things about being up here, not only to seeing the monorail go by, but is also the jumping water through the fountains that bounces around, and the monorail going by, Spaceship Earth off in the distance, and the newly being constructed new Communicore off in the distance that has gone completely vertical. All right, we're gonna go up to the top, right up there. Also, my favorite thing about this area are these lamps right here.
Oh,
see, these like,
cool.
those are very like early 80s. Those might actually be opening day
Probably.
lanterns up top there.
I hope they never change this area ever.
I hope they don't either. This isn't the Figment meet and greet, but you can meet this Figment, the topiary Figment here, that's still here. How many butterflies do you think he's caught?
So many.
So many butterflies?
So many.
Like more than a dozen?
Probably more than a dozen.
Say like a baker's dozen.
How many is in a baker's dozen?
13.
Although it doesn't look like he has very good aim. I'm not seeing. I wonder if he like really does like once per day catch one on accident.
If he, yeah, what would he do if he really did catch one? Keep it as like a pet? A pet butterfly?
You'd have to be like Elsa and let it go.
Oh. And we have arrived to the top of the pyramid, the DVC lounge. I always like going up inside of here because they have refreshments. These are the seats that they have allotted for us. And there is a member lounge sign over here. Membership magic. All right, Peter was informing me that these Coca-Cola Freestyle machines might have a certain item that you cannot get anywhere else. What is that item?
It was Pingo Dose from Avengers Campus, but I don't see it here, so I think they might have replaced it with
Hulu? Hulu Fanta?
Hulu Fanta Surprise.
Oh, is that the new? I think that might be the new flavor. Available for a limited time, celebrating Hulu's 15th anniversary. I think I'm going to try this. Amazing. I did hear that they were putting a new flavor in, so maybe that's what it was. This has sweet lime and ginger. And going in. Oh, look at that. Looks like Ecto Cooler.
So one time I heard that they had the Pingo Dose that was only available at Avengers Campus here, but I don't see it on the menu. We're going to try this. They have a Hulu.
Ecto Cooler.
Looks great.
It looks like a combination. I'm not going to say what it looks like. I think you said Ecto Cooler.
I think it looks like Ecto Cooler.
Yeah.
Hulu, cheers.
Cheers to 15 years.
What is it?
It's the same color as your glasses.
It's like,
and your magic.
It's like Sprite with some other flavor, but I don't know what it is.
It's like a Ecto Cooler meets a Shirley Temple.
Ooh, that sounds good.
It's good.
How many atoms would you give it out of 5?
Oh, I usually don't do a rating scale, but I would say out of 5, a 3.7.
Okay, nice.
I would get this. It's not a Mr. Pibb. Mr. Pibb's my go-to.
That would get a 5?
Mr. Pibb's a 5 out of 5.
Okay.
I'd give it like a 3 out of 5. Gets extra points for the color.
Okay.
What would be a 5 out of 5?
Coke Zero.
Coke Zero.
Coke Zero's it.
Yes.
What's the one they have at Nintendo World? Simpsons Land.
Buzz Cola?
Buzz Cola.
0 out of 5.
So you like Coke Zero, but not Buzz Cola.
Well, they put like this cherry syrup. It makes it taste like hop syrup. Actually, you would probably like it because you like.
I like Pip. I like Pip Extra.
Yeah.
I don't like Buzz Cola.
What's extra about it? Extra caffeine?
Well, it used to be called Mr. Pibb. Now it's just called Pib Extra. They changed the name like a decade ago.
That's confusing.
It's literally been a decade, but I still call it Mr. Pibb.
That makes me feel so old. I always thought it was Mr. Pibb. I didn't know that changed.
This isn't too bad. I don't know if it'd be my go-to for sure. Usually I get Pib up here, but I've been trying to like eat and drink a little bit better, but I have a cheap beverage just because I want to try something new. I mean, it's the anniversary of Hulu.
Yeah, you gotta sell it.
Who knew? The door is closing. Now we're in the retro elevator here, going down. Only 2 levels, 2 down to 1.
There should be a glass elevator.
Like a Wonkavator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of curious where the Figment meet and greet will be. Somewhere in this area probably. It is now the Tech Expo area over here. And through the little here, the link, which kind of reminds me of the Rainbow Tunnel up in the DVC lounge. Maybe they'll remove all this and have Figment kind of over in this area where this meet and greet is happening right now. It really could be anywhere over in this area, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be somewhere in this general vicinity. Somewhere over in this little Tech Expo area. Figment. Later this year, in the summer they're saying. Oh, she's going in. She's going in. Maybe Figment will run in and out of there. That'd be kind of cool. Hey, that was cool.
That was cool.
And now gonna hop on the monorail and go over to Magic Kingdom from here. I'll return here a little bit later though. Looks like I'm gonna be on Monorail Lime. I can tell that because it's gonna do the Epcot loop, and from where I'm standing it's gonna go around Spaceship Earth and go the complete circle around the construction area and then pull up to the station. I will be boarding that over TTC, then another monorail from TTC into MK. Pulling into the station. Monorail, lime, or light green. I'm just gonna say it's lime. I think it's monorail lime. Now at TTC, I could go on the monorail over to Magic Kingdom, but I think I might walk it. No, I think I might walk through the Poly, aside from there. Just to show a visual now of Figment, the former Figment meet and greets in the past. So there was one where he was a full size, like 6-foot Figment. There was also the one with Dreamfinder. So these are the different incarnations of the meet and greet. So you got Dreamfinder was holding Figment, the scene there, and then you got the 6-foot one. Kind of would like to see that Figment, but I really don't think that that's what it's going to be. But I could be completely wrong. And obviously Dreamfinder is a thing of the past, so won't be Dreamfinder. If I had my choice, I would love to see. Looks like he's skanking. Looks like he's at a ska show. I nearly forgot the walkway. Well, I did forget that the walkway was slipped past my memory that the walkway is closed from the Polynesian over to the Grand Floridian and then over to Magic Kingdom over there. So I think I'm going to take the boat from the Poly. But check out the DVC tower going full vertical over at the Polynesian Resort off in the distance. They are really coming along fast with that. Check out the monorail going by. Oh, double crossing of the monorail. Off to the side. 2 monorails and 1 view. DVC going vertical at the Polynesian. I always love taking the boats across 7 Seas. Just something about the vibe of the 7 Seas Lagoon on a small boat. You know, sometimes I'll take the big ferry boat across. Today I'm opting for the little smaller version going across here. Again, I was mentioning earlier how the 50th anniversary of WDW celebration will be ending at the end of March. All that wrap will come off of that monorail. And soon after that, they will be announcing and starting to promote the 100th anniversary of the company, the full Disney company, not just the parks. Because they've been doing it at Disneyland for a while, but now they're going to start doing it here. Magic Kingdom, specifically Epcot, but just, yeah, also here on the East Coast. And fireworks show, so Enchantment, which has been going on for a while, that is ending very soon. And Happily Ever After, to the cheers and excitement of many people, is coming back. So if you're going to see Enchantment, do it soon, because very, very soon that will be going away. And back in the sky, what a lot of people consider to be one of the best fireworks. I'm kind of partial to the Disneyland 60th anniversary 2015 fireworks, but Happily Ever After, it's pretty dang awesome too. So there are just a lot of good changes coming to the parks. Not just Epcot where I was, but also Magic Kingdom and the other parks. Now it might be confusing to some why there's a 50th celebration and a 100th celebration. So the 50th is ending at the end of this month. Then the 100th, which has been going on at Disneyland, even though they have merchandise here, is going to be kicking off here as well. So the 50th, this is for Walt Disney World, just the parks, and the 100th is going to be for the Disney Corporation. And as of right now, there still is quite a bit of the 50th merch left. I'm not sure if this will be pulled immediately off the shelves after March 31st, but it's a possibility. Still a little time to get the last minute swag and merchandise. I always like this little dapper Mickey. It's hard to believe this has been going on for 18 months, a year and a half. And here's something interesting. This used to be all 50th anniversary pin boards. They are now little plush Mickeys. Looks like all the pins might have been removed. They were right here. I don't see them around. I'm just going to kind of scour and see what's left. There's some ornaments. There's some of the heavy jackets. There's some of the 50th anniversary Donalds and Goofies over here in the corner. There's a, I guess that's a castle down? No, it's a train set down here as well. But do not see any of the pins. Oh wait, you know what? There are a few pins. So this is all the pins that's left. You got Chip and Dale here on that one. And then on this side, oh, very, very few pins that are left. This is kind of like this is a magnet. So the only pins I'm seeing are the Chip and Dale pins. All the other ones are gone. And it's kind of interesting over here in the Emporium. So you have the 50th merch, but if you just go 10 yards away into the other section of the Emporium, there is 100th anniversary merch. So you got the 100th anniversary merch, which they released at the opening of the 100th celebration. Also at Disneyland, which they started doing special events. They're going to do the special events here at Walt Disney World coming after the 50th. But the merchandise has been here, which kind of led me to believe, were they going to do something and celebrate it here? And the answer is 100%, no pun intended, yes, Walt Disney World is getting the 100th. Just like the Splash Mountain pennies went pretty fast. Actually, I think I'm going to walk back to where Splash used to be and see if the pennies still exist. They do have the 50th anniversary coins. They're not really necessarily pennies, but they are coins. You can get all four for $15 if you want yourself a little souvenir. Oh, look at this. This is the first thing I've seen here where it says ending soon. 50th anniversary designs, ending soon, end of the month. In fact, the machine doesn't just say collectible medallions, but also says 50th anniversary medallion designs. Those are pretty dang cool. I'm tempted. At 3:20 in the afternoon, as I stated, I'm probably not going to go on any rides or attractions, but 70 minutes for Jungle Cruise, 55 for Pirates, 50 minutes for Big Thunder. At first I was like, whoa, is Splash reopened? But that's for the train. Even if you just want to ride do the train around the park, 30 minutes for that, 45 minutes for Haunted Mansion. Let's see what else we got. 100 minutes for Peter Pan and 50 minutes for Small World. What's Mine Train? 120 minutes. Spring break time. 3:20 p.m. And holy cow, Lightning Lane, if I were to purchase it, $29 for a Lightning Lane today. about twice what it usually is. And it looks like they are really moving very, very quickly and forward over there, putting Tiana's up. Also, this Golden Oak Outpost used to be a McDonald's fry stand way back in the day. No longer has McDonald's fries though. Now I'm kind of back over here towards where the queue for Splash used to be. Is that a leftover from Splash? Is that a leftover from Splash? But if you're looking this way, it is just all stanchioned off over there, the former queue. And then around the front, there's plenty of scaffolding happening in all the different areas. So Splash Mountain obviously has been no more for a series of months, and they are really moving forward with the Tiana's Bayou Adventure, which I am going to be looking forward to. I'm kind of curious to see what they're going to end up doing with it. Also, Disneyland Splash Mountain, for one reason or another, still open, and they have not even announced a closure date, which is kind of weird. Now, there were 2 or 3 of these machines, and I've kind of scoured this area. There's only 1 of the Splash machines left. Last time I was out here, I don't know, a month ago, like a week or 2 after closing, there were 2 left. This is the only one, and it's kind of tucked away over here near the service phones and the water fountains. I don't know how long this will be here, but probably not much longer. I'm kind of surprised they're still here, because that was the one that was in the gift shop when you exited off a Splash. There was another one over here in the corner, and they moved it to right here, and now it is gone. So there's just the one that's left. The other one has moved it right here, and now that one is gone. Now the lightning lane for Big Thunder Mountain stretches way the heck back here. Imagine paying $29, and then the lightning lane stretches way back here, 75-minute wait. And then the lightning lane, which usually makes you get to the front of the line, is all the way back over. Lightning lane is great if you get here at rope drop, grab it quick, start making your plans, book it. But when it gets to be a little later in the day, the lines get really, really long, especially in the busy season when lightning lane is happening. So if you're going to use it, for me, it still needs a little work for it to be completely like a good deal. I mean, it's not the worst thing ever, but it's not the best thing ever. I feel like it still hasn't been dialed in yet. But I would recommend, if you're going to get it, get here at rope drop, start using it immediately so you really get your money's worth. And I guess it pretty much means that after the 50th is over, maybe they'll redress the front of the castle. The decor on Cinderella Castle will be changed. So will it be changed for the 100th? Will be a whole new set dressing on top of the castle for the theming wise. Be interesting to see what happens for the 100th celebration. And inside the theater, just to confuse everyone even a little more, they now have merchandise celebrating the 25th anniversary of Walt Disney World, even though the 50th is about to end, and the 100th anniversary of the company. So they always do this throwback merch, which is kind of confusing. I would say, like, I mean, I don't consider myself an expert, but I'm definitely a non-novice to the parks. So when you see something like this as a tourist, would you be like, what in the heck is going on with all these dates? It's all about the dates. Only way I can see it is people are just like collecting retro merch, even though this isn't retro, it's just made to look retro for the 25th. And if the 25th doesn't strike your fancy, why not get a 20th anniversary t-shirt over here? So you got the 20th, you got the 25th throwbacks, the 50th is ending, and then you got the 100th, which just now kicked off. Confused? And now back up to the monorail platform. I'm going to take the express monorail over to TTC and then back to Epcot where my car is. I wasn't able to get on that last monorail. Honestly, looking back, I probably should have gone over to the resort monorail, not the express monorail, because it is very... You can even see one going through the Contemporary over there, because the express monorail line, very, very lengthy. But I'm getting on the next one. And it's probably like maybe a 20-minute wait. I had to wait for 3 cycles of the monorail. The first one left, another one pulled up, and then another one. So this door's about to open for me to go over to TTC. Also, the train's pulling away from the station over there. I'm zoomed in on it. Wrap. I think this is Minnie's Eye right there. Not sure what kind of construction they're doing over there. Epcot Loop. I always like the Epcot Loop because you can just kind of look down, see what's going on, construction update, if you will, of what's happening down in the former future world. Now with different names. It's gonna take some getting used to the different names. But every time I go around the Epcot Loop, I always see different things looking down in the construction area. It'd be nice when the water experience opens. I think that's going to be probably the first thing that opens. It's a walk-through water attraction.
Alright everybody, welcome aboard friendship number 6 during our trip today. Please remain seated. If you're standing, hold on to a handle or seat back, and no smoking or vaping on board the boat. Right now we are leaving Canada, heading all the way across the world to Morocco. From Canada to Morocco, it's about a 4,000 mile trip. Normally it would take an airplane about 18 hours, but if you look around, we are not on an airplane, we're on a friendship boat, so we'll get there in just about 5 minutes. After that, we're going to come back through Canada, come back to Morocco, back and forth all night until about 7:30.
Should also point out that Harmonious, the big donut and tacos in the middle of the lagoon here, will be going away. Early April, end of March. That nighttime spectacular, Harmonious, has run its course, and there will be a new one for the 100th. Just trying to cover everything kind of in my own weird way today. Some new stuff, but also being in the park just to showcase it and just enjoy the day. So you think that's a Country Bear reference?
Teddy Bear right maybe there. Yeah.
That one.
I get a ladder, I'll be right up.
Why is he gonna print copyright Disney on his book? What's up with that?
What is it?
You have to like copyright
Oh,
Disney
on
his
the hiney?
book. Yeah.
I mean, you want it across like a face tattoo?
Hide it better.
Like a...
Like, you put it like in here where you never see it.
You know, I'll take that more over like the long insane tags.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen the long insane tags?
Ready?
Yeah, look at this. Look at the tag.
What CVS discounts are we getting today? Oh, buy one free Advil. Thank you. There we go.
I don't understand why it's so long.
It's almost like a mini mullet.
It's like a mini mullet. I like that. And now that I got Kevin here, so what are your thoughts on the Figment meet and greet? Is it going to be the full size, or is it going to be the little? The Dreamfinder's not around.
I wish
anymore.
it was like Dreamfinder, right? Because what Disney Dan has his own little like Figment puppet. I feel like that's fits with like the size and the ride.
Right.
And you see like the giant Godzilla Figment.
I like the Godzilla Figment, but that's a little scary.
But that's like OG. That's like back in your day, right? With like the big.
Are you saying I'm old?
Yeah,
What's he saying right now? Back in my day.
The amount of knowledge that Adam has in his head about Disney history is like this, okay? I'm about like
your
this.
day, Adam.
Whoa.
So here's what I think it's going to be. You ever met BB-8? Oh, this sounds weird. You ever met BB-8 over at Launchbag? I'm thinking it might be that stuff.
But
it's like
Figment just does beeps and boops and like.
Yeah, he does. Well, he's going to say different things.
Skunk on you.
It's going to say all you need is a little imagination and that kind of stuff. But maybe it's like that.
We'll get the big one.
The big one.
They'll just pull it out of the Disney archives, dust it off.
I like that. Yeah, I like that idea.
Little Tide pen on him. Good to go.
Okay, and then Dreamfinder will show up randomly.
Let's hope.
Let's hope. Crossing our fingers. Bring Dreamfinder back. All right, I'm looking at your hiney right now, Peter. I'm looking at your backside, not the backside of water, the backside of Peter. So we look at the shirt they sold at D23. Look who's on there.
Dreamfinder right there.
Dreamfinder and Duffy.
I know, Duffy.
Oh, over here we got a squirrel. I always end up finding squirrels eating things. This squirrel is eating. Can't tell what this squirrel is eating. It's like something from Flower and Garden Festival. We're gonna head over to the land now. Are you filming me filming the monorail?
This is the big moment for you, okay?
This is it right here. I have like, you've heard of spider senses? I have monorail senses as it goes by. And I rarely get it from this angle, so this is kind of nice.
Oh my God.
Look at this, it's like golden hour too. That's perfect. I heard it like a mile away.
I wish everybody could see the grin on Adam's face. Really, so happy.
Well, he's filming. He's filming.
We got the
Check
shot.
out his vlog.
He's now had an official day at Epcot. He's seen the monorail
20 times. One thing that's frowned upon here is you do not want to jump off the boat and get a cucumber, no matter how tempting it might be. Someone did that once. What was All right, we're now heading over towards the test track area. But first, this is important. And more important than me showing it is the fact that everyone is filming me showing the monorail. I like how you guys are all amused about this.
It's a moment for you. Twice today.
Twice? It's been like 8 times.
Lightning doesn't strike twice.
We've walked over here to Brunchcot, where, oh, look at this. Perfect. Perfect timing over here at Brunchcot, where they have shrimp and grits, they have avocado toast. I had this Eggs Benedict on opening day. Maybe I'll get the avocado toast. How is it? It's okay.
It's okay?
It was a classic though.
I think it was better last year. It's all right. I don't know how I feel about the bread. And you know what time it is, right? Monorail time! Monorail coming through. You think they're gonna get rid of the lights underneath it after the 50th is over? That was for the 50th. Wait, is there something behind me?
Monorail shot.
Wait, is there something behind me?
Go, 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 before you miss it.
Is there something behind me right? Oh, wait, right there. There goes the monorail.
Oh, look at the fireworks flipping
And that's gonna do it for today. From Epcot Center, Harmonious is happening off in the distance. It was a good time. Did a little park hopping, hung out with friends, had a little food, and enjoyed the day and the evening. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog is over. Whoa! You think for the 100th they'll bring back the wand?
Oh, that would be cool.
Would it be good?
That'd be great. I'd love that.
You would? Okay, this is the last one, I promise. This is the last one. There goes the monorail. Fireworks. Look at that. Crescendo. It's like I planned it that way.
Okay, that's a way to end it.
Beautiful.
That's a way to end the vlog.
That's how it's done right there.
That's how you do it.
That's how it's done.